well, this was interesting. Anyways, hey everybody, this is Isaac from Isaac Films, or obviously this is sort of a drive-in movie review, and I'm here with none other than Dahl's Movie Reviews!
Hey, how are you, everybody?
Oh, we're doing really good.
So, we just saw, what did we see, Isaac?
We saw the 2019 version of The Witches.
2020 version.
2020, whatever, I'm really getting confused.
Yeah, because it's December, it's heading towards the end of the year. What did you think about it?
Well, I will say, mixed bag, in my opinion. That's all I can say, mixed bag. It's very mixed.
Yeah.
Mixed thoughts.
Myself, I didn't really like this. Like, there are things I did like in it, but I think my overall thoughts on this is I didn't really like it. So, let's get into what we did like in it. So, what did you like?
Well, obviously, for starters, Anne Hathaway.
Yep, I agree on that. Yeah, she is really good. While she is over the top in bits, she plays well for the character that she is playing in this movie. Basically, I'm sort of a Anne Hathaway fan because she was certainly one of my celebrity crushes. Yeah, she is.
And she's great.
Actress.
I love her performance. Yeah. Mostly, I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, she is a great actress. Yeah.
Oh, and the actress who plays the grandmother, that was really good.
Yeah. What's her name?
Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, Octavia Spencer. Yeah, she was in Blumhouse's Ma. That's where I mostly know her from, and yeah, she was great in that. She's been great in some other movies, and she is one of the best parts of this movie.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. And some interesting facts, I've never actually read the book, though.
No, me neither.
This was sort of semi-faithful, but semi-not.
Yeah, from what I've heard and from what I've read about the ending of the book, the ending to this remake certainly seems a lot more faithful than it is in the original movie. The ending to this, I thought it was a good comeback for our main characters, and it left the audience. And this is in the last 5 minutes. It left the audience with a good message, and it left a good message for, like, it doesn't matter like how small or what size you are. We're all human, and we're all people in some way, shape or form. And I thought that was a good message to end the movie off.
Yeah, it was certainly beautiful. So I think we've gotten to most of our positives, plus Anne Hathaway. Oh, yeah. Chris Rock.
Chris Rock that narrates this, which while I will say the narration isn't necessary, I thought Chris Rock, he added something to it, so even though it's not really necessary, but Chris Rock, so that's all I have to say there.
Mostly Chris Rock, he's awesome. In fact, I mostly know him from Madagascar, SNL, and that clip from Jay and Silent Bob Stripes Back when he's just like, I think George Lucas gonna sue somebody. Love that line.
He's also producing Spiral from the Book of Saw, which is coming out next year. So I'm looking forward to that.
We're sort of getting a little off track, but what the heck? Now, since we've talked about our pros, the flaws. What were the flaws of this entire film?
Them I have a lot of. The script was just embarrassing to me. It didn't have a good flow. I found it very disjointed.
That's perfectly understandable.
And how about what you guys up? What did you think of the script?
The script was okay, and well, it's fine. It did sort of say close to the book-ish, but I will say it was a little messy. And the script was actually written by Guillermo del Toro.
Which I did not know that until I actually went into the movie, that this was actually produced and screenplay by Guillermo del Toro, the director of the Hellboy movies. I think he's also the
original, the glorious duology.
Yeah.
Nothing will beat that duology.
Yeah. That, like, I thought with his name behind this, and especially the director behind
Back to the Future, Robert Zemeckis directed this, and it was a semi disappointment semi
exactly. I do agree on that. Just to talk more about that, like coming off Back to the Future, like this guy's career should just go up. I feel like this is a low point because just getting a bit of topic here with the script. His direction in this didn't really live up to his potential or to his other films. So that I thought was very disappointing in my opinion.
Right. So another thing that we mostly can talk about is the effects.
Yes, that's something I would talk about. The effects, they were not good. I'm just going to cut to the chest and say that they were not good.
Yeah.
This looked like first render of the effects. It looked like the effects artists were just like, okay, I think it looks real, just put it in the film.
Yeah, just put it in there, we'll get tons of money!
Yeah, and especially since this is based on a popular book.
By the man himself, Roald Dahl.
Yeah, and
I don't know what his thoughts would be on this movie adaptation if he was around, but obviously with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, he would either have a mixed bag or would completely bash this film.
Like, I can't say what his opinion would be on this, but I can say, I feel like since the ending is a lot more faithful to the book, I can maybe say that he would maybe like this a little bit more.
To be fair, he would be a little happy with the ending.
Since it's based more on his book.
Obviously.
But the direction I did not like, and the effects.
Yeah.
They were not good. And since The Witches also went on streaming before it actually came to Australia.
Yeah, on HBO Max.
HBO Max in America. Like this was months ago, and this is its first day this is its first day in Australia. Like it had a couple of advanced screenings.
Yeah, mostly advanced screenings.
Yeah, like the past couple of days, but today was its first day in theaters, and so yeah. To what you were saying, the movie would make a lot of money going to streaming services.
Mostly because streaming's big, and
exactly, especially now, and since with Warner Bros. Deal with a lot of their movies going to HBO Max, like Godzilla vs Kong, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, most of the good stuff.
Yeah, and No Time to Die, one of your most anticipated movies.
Well, No Time to Die is actually owned by MGM or Universal.
Yeah, but aren't they releasing it to HBO Max as well?
Who knows?
Yeah, but like so your streaming is becoming very big, and it has been big over this past year with what's going on in the world at the moment. But so back on topic. What did you think of the CGI?
The CGI, but mostly the mouses were fine. It just looked, to be fair, nothing will compare to Jim Henson's beautiful effects from the original. Nothing will beat that.
Like that was something I was really, really disappointed by, and like I can see why it is all CGI, since that is big in film and entertainment at the moment. But I just felt like for this movie, it did not fit well, and especially comparing this to the original, which had really good makeup effects.
Yeah, and they looked good. And to be fair, the makeup on like the normal witches are fine, but what did they do to the Grand High Witch? Really?
Yeah, especially you're like, what is with that smile?
It's literally Pennywise smile, for goodness sake. And seriously, compared to the beautiful, beautiful makeup that was put on Angelica Houston, that was the best they could do. Really?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like that's just kind of going back to what I was saying, like comparing this to the original, which had really good effects, like you said.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And that literal face that Angelica Houston, that makeup she had to wear, that might have took her like 8 hours. But it's still horrifying and
exactly, and the effects in the original still hold up today. Like it's been a while, I should say this. It's been a while since I've actually seen the original movie, but it still holds up. Last time I checked, but these effects don't hold up. As soon as you leave the theater, you won't remember the effects. And this film is rated M, which the original was PG when it first came out.
When PG actually meant something, because nowadays it's basically practically G.
Yeah, it's and because also back then with a lot of PG, like a lot of movies that have been remastered and have been re-released, like like Jaws, when that was first released, that was PG, and now that movie is M. And I believe Indiana Jones was rated PG, and now that's M.
Yeah, because most of that, we're sort of getting off track a little, but nevertheless, I get your point.
Yeah. But yeah, the effects just don't hold up as well, which was a disappointment.
Yeah, so basically this film was both disappointing but somewhat okay.
It's there were a few decent moments. There were a few shots in this where the CGI did look okay.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Like there were a few scenes with the mouses that looked pretty good, but everything with the witches I thought looked absolutely horrendous.
Oh God!
All the transformation stuff. I thought that was horribly done.
Oh boy!
Like when the kids are being transformed.
They're literally they're just getting spots all over their heads. Are they like dying from the plague or something?
Yeah, and it's that. I did not like because that scene in the original, that was the scene I was looking forward to seeing how they're going to pull that off, how they're going to execute it.
Yeah.
In the original, it is really well done.
And it's both scary if you're a youngster.
Exactly, yeah. And all the makeup in the original it is scary because it's actually, that's what the actors and the director is actually saying, which is more scary than having a CGI effect on screen, which is not really there when you're filming it, but then is digitally added in post.
What do you think the final thoughts, scoring? Well, how would you score this movie?
I'm gonna have to think about that for a minute. How about you?
But for me, I would give it a 5 out of 10. That's what I'll give it. It's decent enough, but I'll just give it a 5. It's worth the 5.
Yeah, for me, for me, this movie does not hold up. I would much rather watch the original over this. So for me, I'm probably gonna have to give it a 2 out of 10.
That's understandable.
So, because it's for the most part, like a lot of this movie was drawn out, especially in the first 40 minutes. Like there is a lot of character development, which does make sense. The characters, like you need characterization. So I can see those 40 minutes are used to somewhat give a story and an introduction to these witches, especially with our main grandmother. She has actually a really interesting backstory.
Yeah, the backstory is really good. We're not going to spoil it, but it's either watch the movie to understand properly.
Yeah,
that's what we'll just say.
But yeah, so yeah, like I said, there were a few things that I liked, but I felt like it's not going to hold up as well as the original.
That'll be understandable.
Yeah. So do you have anything else you want to add on to this, Isaac?
Well, I can just say that this was both an interesting film to see. Thank word it wasn't another horror movie I was dragged into, because half the horror movies I've seen are just god awful.
Yes. Oh, it's you. I don't. You have not seen this, but The Empty Man. Just be glad they have not seen that. If you saw a review on my channel,
I've seen it. Yeah, it's
so good. I was going to take you along to that, but I'm so glad I didn't.
Oh yeah. So we'll just say, like, comment, and subscribe to both of our channels. This is obviously going to be both released on both our channels.
Yes.
So we might want to try and do more of these drive-in movie reviews things.
Yeah,
we should try more of these.
This is something that people have been wanting to see for a while, with both you and I in the same video together. So now you guys have that. So let us know in the comments what you thought of the Witches 2020. Do you prefer the remake over the original, or do you prefer the original over the remake? Let us know in the comment section down below.
So until next time, this is Isaac and Doves Movie Reviews signing off.
See ya.